What's up, nerds? It's your boy Pierre and Evil. We are back with my first ever deck review for Riftbound. The deck in question today is Ezreal Sneaky Aggro. And I've been working on this list for a little bit. I was inspired by a list from a guy on YouTube that built like an aggro deck, and I've since modified that even a little bit more. Because we're doing sneaky stuff around here, man. We're trying to win on our opponent's turn if we have to. You never want them to see you never want them to be able to guess. You never want them to understand what's happening until it's too late. And then you go wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Game 2. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit of things that I've learned from playing the deck. Shout out to Steve. I don't know if you ever see this video, Steve, but shout out to you, man. He's been great helping me learning different things. He's like, oh man, you should have did this and this, and that would have been just crazy. And I'm sitting over here with my mind blown, like, what? So we're gonna go over some of that stuff today. We're gonna bring up some of those scenarios, and then you'll get to see what happened. But if you like this video, please like, follow, share, comment down below. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you think about the deck. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know that I'm bad and I should stop doing this. And yeah, so let's get on right into the deck video. So first off, legend in question is going to be Ezreal himself, the Prodigal Explorer. By the way, folks, please don't forget to use your leader ability in this deck. You activate it so many times, and I continuously forget to use it. So, reaction. Draw 1, use only if you've chosen enemy unit and or grid twice this turn with spells or unit abilities. Please don't forget to use this, because this will help you get through the deck, especially in later turns. Extra card draw. Of course, you got to use your chosen champion. By the way, I like this card so much, I bought it in real life. I got a good steal on it too. When you play me, discard 1, then draw 2. And then your optional cost you pay costs 1 or 1 rune color less. So this card, you don't want to bust it out too soon. You want to wait till your hand, at least to me. Once again, my experience. I don't like playing this card super early because it usually just dies. And the utility cost, if I get to use his secondary utility, is great because I now get stuff for cheaper, which means I could now potentially have more runes to do other things. But for me, just being able to discard 1 card, especially after you made it so far into the game, you know what's probably going to hit, what's not going to hit. You pitch something, you get to draw 2 fresh cards. Just great value. Love that there. The battlefields are still up in the air. So tell me what y'all think about the battlefield thought process. Fortified positions. When you defend here, choose a unit, it gains shield 2 this combat. You get 2+2 might when defending here. So I went with this one because the units that we're playing with, a lot of them are pretty small. And yes, your opponent also gets this ability when they're defending, but the hook is to get there first and to try to stay there, stay alive, bring it back, put it back out, bring it. We'll get into it. Marai Spire, I know I butchered that, my bad. While I control this battlefield, friendly repeat costs 1 less. This is nice. Moving on. I know we got to talk on that one a little long. And the Ravenbloom. When you defend here, reveal the top card of your main deck. If it is a spell, put it in your hand. Otherwise, recycle it. I'm going to tell you why you have to have this card in there. This is pretty much a spell slinker list. There's so many spells in this deck that you're going to be able to like rip off the top, extra card draw. It's actually going to get to the point to where I actually had an opponent that just let me have this because it wasn't worth me revealing, because 3 turns in a row, he went to attack, I defended, I flipped the top card, it's a rebuke. It's something else. I get to put that creature back into your back line. Oh, that creature now goes back to your hand. And he's like, I don't want to risk giving you a free spell to defend yourself, and then you still have a stack in your hand that you're not playing. So I'm gonna now just attack the other field. So if you can get them in situations like that where they have to think it's not worth giving you another card, you can have that point. I'll just work my way in until I could get you dried out. Okay, so now we're gonna move down into the spells. But first, We're going to skip the spells and go straight to the units because there's not a lot of units in this deck and they're pretty simple. The Ravenbloom Student, when you cast a spell, gives me +1 might this turn. And that's not a once a turn thing. So if you end up playing like 3 spells, he now has a +3 might. So he's a 5 might, which comes in handy once he makes it onto the battlefield. It can help him stay alive longer. So you would definitely want to consider that. Poro. Poro's the homie. He gets you the gold. Enough said. I love the card. It does great things with that gold. This helps save you with more runes later. Thousand Tail Watcher. Great card. Lot of abuse capabilities with this card in this deck. We'll go over it a little bit later, but everyone knows how good the card is. Now, the real champion of this deck, Sneaky Deckhand. Simply for the fact you may play me on an open battlefield. Once we start going over some of these cards in the spell slot, you will then understand why this card is really it's the real champion here, because we're going to use and abuse the hell out of this card to get us the victory. And then its right hand man is the Windsinger. You can hide it, which is what I like doing, because now when they see it hitting, they kind of know what's there and they're like, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. Sometimes I'll actually even hide. No, that wasn't that one. Oh, I might have taken it out of the deck already. Yeah. Sometimes I hide Wazer of Pain just so I can have a readied up gold gear later on, and I could do 3 to something. So I might be able to, they swing in with 2 dudes. I could shoot 1 for 3, get a gold gear, and then just let our 2 units battle it out. But yeah. So Windsinger, when you play me, you return another unit at this battlefield with 3 or less might to his owner's hand. That includes Sneaky Deckhand. Okay, moving on. I think you guys are starting to put the pieces together. I guess we could go up to the rune count. We got 7 Chaos and 7 Mind. I want these runes so bad. They're so sick. Okay, moving on, we're gonna go with 2 hard bargains. You already know how good hard bargain is, but if you don't, counter spell unless the controller pays 2 with the repeat cost of 2. Great. You have Ezreal out there. Now it costs you 3 instead of 2. So nice things like that. Then we're running with 3 Stupefy. Give a unit neg 1 might. That part rarely matters except for really, really niche scenarios. Well, it's very niche, but sometimes you can actually neg 1 might of something to bring it to like a 0 so it does no damage to counter against other weird cards out there. Just found out this past skirmish as well. But the main reason you're doing this is because you want to draw the card. It helps you get that simple card draw for 1. Bellows Breath. Deal up to 3 units. Deal to 1 damage up to 3 units in the same location. This card has done so much work this weekend with all the tokens, because you could repeat with the repeat cost. So you play it, you shoot the 1 set of 3 in the back line, and since there's another set of 3 in the back line, you can shoot all of those 1 drops too. Now you just smoked 6 units and they're sitting there with the oh my god face. It's nasty. Stack decks. Great card. Look at the top 3 cards of your main deck, put 1 in your hand, recycle the rest. It's God tier. We're running 3 of those. We got 2 Wages of Pain. We've already kind of been over once already. It has hidden ability. Ride the Wind. Move a friendly unit and ready it. It's at action speed. So the amount of aggressive stuff you're able to do with Ride the Wind, especially with the Sneaky Deckhand, that you may play me on an open battlefield. If that other battlefield is open, and let's say that this sucker, I haven't tried it yet, but I believe this is how it should work, right? Sneaky Deckhand on your opponent's turn, you're at 6. On your turn, you get back, you know, you're going to be going up to 7, right? But you're on 6. Your opponent's turn, they swing into the Sneaky Deckhand to try to kill it. Other battlefield's open. So since the other battlefield is open, You play Ride the Wind. You take it, and then you just move it to the other location. Because you may play me at an open battlefield as its actual ability. Since that battlefield is open, you move it to the open battlefield. Because it just says move a friendly unit and ready it. You just move it. It doesn't specify bring it to the back, first, anywhere. Move it over to the open battlefield. Got them out of danger. Now they got to worry about trying to do something else. And by the way, you just scored. Because I looked it up, you can score on your opponent's turn. And this is one of the ways to do it. Ride the Wind. The fact that this card isn't getting more play is kind of crazy to me. And I don't know if it's because people don't know that that's a thing. But that was a simple Google search for me. And yeah. Another heavy hitter in this deck, Singularity. I've actually considered going up Singularity. Deal 6 damage each up to 2 units. Being able to really just knock something down that's really big just really helps. It really helps. It takes out a good amount of units in the game. Yeah, of course, the more heavier hitters at the top, you don't necessarily murder it, but you could play the Singularity and then play Wages of Pain, and now you're knocking down anything 9 or less, which is a lot of things in the game. I've had to do that, and it was great. I still knocked out 2 units, and one of them really had to go. So that works out really well. I've been considering running a second one, but I'm just not sure what I would take out yet. If I did, I would think maybe the Frigid Touch, but the Frigid Touch does so much work. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, especially because I still want to find a way to put an extra hard bargain in. I've been thinking about putting one in a sideboard as well, but even then it would be so situational. What would I take out to make sure that other hard bargain would fit? So any case, next up we got Rebuke. Return a unit to his battlefield to his owner's hand. Great card, powerful card. It just, wherever that unit is, put it back, including your dudes, because it doesn't say enemy. Remember that. Gust, remove a unit at a battlefield with 3 might or less, return it to his owner's hand. Weird scenarios where you have Sneaky Deckhand, you're at 7 and you need to get to 8 in that same turn, so you need to conquer both battlefields to win. You could literally play the Sneaky Deckhand at the one location, gust it back to your hand. If you got enough rooms open still, crank that sucker for 3 again. So for 7, you could pull this off. You pay the 3, get it to the 1, play the Gust, bring it back to your hand, drop it on the other one, wild plays, you win. So very scenario, but you want to try to keep those battlefields as clear as possible, so when the time comes, you can sneak in and sneak the hell out. Sneak in, sneak the hell out. It's the name of the game. We want to try to live here. Same with Sneaky Deckhand being teamed up with the Windsinger on the same battlefield. Somebody comes in and try to swing it. You activate the Windsinger. You return Sneaky Deckhand back to your hand. The other open battlefield is still open. Windsinger would die. They'll take that conquer. Well, they'll take that conquer, but then you can Sneaky Deckhand to the other one. So there's all types of things here. You just gotta really piece it all together. But sneaky, quick, try not to let this die. Try to find it as fast as possible. You definitely want to try to get him out there pretty quickly. We're only running 2 of these because this isn't the meat and potatoes of the deck, but it's another, since it's a spell slingers list, we got 26 spells. This guy could get kind of beefy, especially Stupefy costs 1, Rebuke costs 2, Gust costs 1, Frigid Touch costs 2. See, stack deck is 1, Bellows Breath is 1 for the most part. So you could do a lot of spells in one turn, and it's nothing for you to see 3 spells pop out. So now this guy starts off at 2 in combat, and next thing you know, by the end of it, he's a 5 or a 6. So just be cautious of all of that stuff. It's a pretty good card. Most of the time, my opponent's been playing that one card. I can't remember the name of the card because it's not in my color range, but both of you sacrifice a dude. So they usually sacrifice a token, and I usually end up having to sacrifice him or Ezreal, if I play him too early. So that's another reason I don't like to play him until it's like, okay, I need to get more cards in my hand because it's time for me to start digging through. So my sideboard is up for question, but my sideboard is also built for me and my local scene scenarios. The hardest things I have issues with is gears. And lately I've been running into this deck where they play this gear. It costs 7 and they tap it and they create 3 dudes. That's too many bodies for me to have to deal with, especially because usually when they find one to one turn, they have another one for the very next turn. So now they're dropping 6 dudes each turn and they're just flooding spots. So if you can end up running against those, I'm pretty much running very, very good multi-purpose hate for some of it, but most of it is just directed towards gear hate. So first one is Faded Memories. I like this card. It's a little pricey, but it gets the job done for both. So give a unit at a battlefield or a gear temporary. So we can either take care of a unit that's at a battlefield or we can take care of a gear. The gear is the important thing for me. But if there's something on the battlefield that's just too crazy, we can play this. It gets temporary. They kill it at the start of the controller's next beginning phase. So excellent. We got 2 of those in there. Running 3 factory recalls. Return a gear to its owner's hand. Sometimes, you know, so they play it and then your immediate action is this, and then pray that you made them waste that 7 that slows down them for 1 more turn, and then they have to bring it back up and do it again. Now, since I think this game is closer to Magic than One Piece, since they were able to successfully play the gear, my guess would be in response they will be able to tap it to get the 3, but now they have to burn 7 more to play it again next turn, which should hopefully slow them down, right? So we got 3 of those in there. We got Vex. While I'm in combat, friendly spells cost 1 less and to a minimum of 1, and enemy spells cost 1 or 1 energy more. Great card. I have not had a chance to sideboard this in because I haven't been playing against very spell heavy decks, but that one-off case, you run into a spell slinger list, it wouldn't be bad to have one of these into your sideboard. And then my secret deck tech that people are kind of surprised when I play it is Rocket Barrage. It's really expensive, but the card works. You either kill a gear or you deal 4 damage to a unit in a base. And the repeat cost is 4 plus 1 energy. So for 8 rooms, 2 energies, you could deal 8 damage to something or you could kill a gear. To me, it's worth it because usually when I have to come down to a Rocket Barrage, it's too late anyways. And I'm just pulling for an answer, drawing through cards, trying to find an answer. And when I see Rocket Barrage, it's great because now you could either shoot down 2 units with 4, you could just shoot down 1 unit that's 8 or less. Great card. Great card. Very expensive. Like, just know you play this card, your turn is pretty much over. Not really, because if you're at 10 rooms, you had 10 plus rooms, you still got playable options. You can still stack deck. If you're at 12, you're still in the money here. Yeah. So you got like 4 rooms left. So there's still a bunch of playable options you can still play behind that stuff. So that's pretty much the deck. Tell me what you guys think down below. Let me know if you think the deck's stupid. Do you think the deck's kind of neat? Do you think it's interesting? Yeah, just pretty much tell me down below what you guys think. Let's talk about it in the comment sections. If you think you have improvements for the deck, put it down in the comments below too, because I want to know. I'm tweaking with it, and this could become a community project. I'm down. I'm down if y'all down. All right, later, nerds. Peace.